When you want to have your house in the right temperature, whether it's hot or cold, it's best to be simply better service. JLM is going to talk about it here. Jozo is going to tell us how it's done. Welcome everyone to Your Little Castle Show. I like the concept here. Simply better, let me put that up for everybody to see there. Simply better service.
That's what we offer and that's what we're proud of.
Jozo Barac, welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having us this morning.
So it is essential that you make life simple. I mean, we all have, in our technology world, everything here is complicated, but your slogan is all about making it simple.
We make it as simple as we can.
And then better.
And then better.
And then the service is the key for that.
Education is the key. Yeah. The service comes with the education.
Well, you've got your buddy over here, Steve, and Steve was just on, and you guys are. It's interesting to listen to a couple of business owners chat about how the marketing world works and all the stuff. And I know some of the names of the people that we won't name them here, but just to make it on this little planet with the current climate, if you will, on how you have to promote your business. It's essential. You've done a great job. Great looking website. Got your social media up here. It looks good. What's it like now these days with the new technology? You've been doing this for a long time, but you've figured out the marketing game a little bit.
Well, we're trying. It's it's still an ongoing battle. I've been doing heating and cooling for 15 years and started JLM about 2.5 years ago. Small mechanical shop, and then just continue to grow. Just trying to reach more and more people and doing what we say we do, just offering better service simply.
Do what you say you're going to do. Offer better service simply. What led you here? I don't know how old you are. I don't ask age, but you look young, but you've been doing this 15 years. How did you get to where you're at now?
Oh, many, many years ago, my father owned rental properties, and as he started getting older, I had to take on more responsibility to help him out. And one of the things that I helped him do was meet different trades in the field for simple repairs. And of all the tradesmen, the plumbers, electricians, the heating and cooling guy was the guy that always got me. He was in, out, he was fast, and I was just like, man, I really like what he's doing. And started ranking 15 years ago, graduated that program, and then over the last 15 years worked for some of the biggest mechanical shops here in St. Louis and traveled most of the United States through the work.
Well, yeah. So the Rankin's a well-known school now. By now, they really know how to get you actively working quickly with some training that's excellent. Do you like what you learned there?
Absolutely. Still today, when we do interviews, we ask, where did you go to trade school? Some of the names are still there. The guys that taught me are still teaching, and I know what kind of ethic they are putting into these soon-to-be professionals in the field. So,
yeah. Well, when you get that kind of a specific, detailed training background, I mean, you can excel quickly because. And I went to the college thing, everybody, we talk about that. And there's just a lot there, and get some background and whatever, but when you want to go in and we talked about some of what's the hourly rate that a normal technician can make a decent living, because this is not a trade you want to take lightly. You're not going to do this in a haphazard way.
None of the trades are something you're going to take half lightly. Entry-level positions, $20, $25 an hour. The best technicians in our trade write their own checks. But that comes down to how do you communicate with customers? How do you solve problems outside the box? The bigger the problem, the bigger the pay.
Yeah, well, it's a vital source for everybody because if you don't have heating and cooling, that building will be empty, right?
Yeah.
It's critical because especially we start talking about elderly and hospitals and all the long-term care facilities, but just at your regular house, you want to have a nice comfort zone. I've learned that magic number is somewhere between 69 and 71 degrees, right? Just year round, if you keep it at that narrow range, you're going to be happy. You start getting, my mom will walk in the house, it's 78 degrees. I'm like, what are you doing here? Well, I'm saving a few dollars. I'm like, but it's uncomfortable, and you're sweating while you're just sitting here. it's got to be kind of fulfilling then for you to you're providing people their comfort, happy zone, right?
Well, when we leave and finish our job, they're going to be enjoying that comfort. We're usually not there while they're comfortable. So most of our calls stem for service. And during our service call, it's our goal, our mission to educate the customer what happened, how to resolve the issue, and how to prevent it from happening in the future.
Yeah. Well, how long have you been running your own company now?
About 2.5 years.
Yeah. So after 15 years in the field total, now combined with you're taking it on yourself now. With great power comes great responsibility. How's it going for you?
It's going well. You learn to juggle. It's a little bit here, a little bit here, and really starting to focus on different aspects of the business now. Right now, it's customer retention, customer satisfaction, employee education, employee training. That's our big core to our business now.
Yeah, and that's why we talk about it. We harp on the fact a little bit that small business owners, small businesses. I'm a small business and a small business owner. They live and die on their reviews, on their everyday effort. On the last job is the job they're going to be judged on, and you've got to build that reputation. And these days, you have to do some kind of marketing as a small guys because everybody's got social media, everybody's got these interwebs things, and you've done a great job. I'm going to show you the reviews he's got here. Unbelievable. That was kind of shocking. But how has it helped you to juggle all that and develop that reputation you've got?
We take every job as a one-on basis. When we're on that job, that is the job we're focusing on. We make sure that the customer we're serving at that time is the customer that's getting 100% of our attention. And we do that across the board every day, in and out.
Well said right there. I think that's a summary for everybody. If you want to be successful, follow that strategy right there. So what is it about your business that really fuels your passion, helps you get up every day? You obviously are good at what you do, but what makes it exciting for you to get up every day?
It's an addiction. Being in the trade, you gotta love what you do. I love helping people, love solving problems, fixing things. It really is my driving force every day to wake up, know we're gonna get to work, do our jobs, and see people comfortable and happy when we're done with what we do.
Yeah, you're working on the most valuable asset that just about anybody has. Nobody wants to be in their house in a 80-degree temperature or a 62-degree temperature, and so you're putting smiles on faces. What? Give me the. I just now imagine you walk into somebody's house. Give me the method, the platform there.
The thought process. Well, before we do anything, the first thing we got to do is make sure everything's safe. Especially now going into the winter season. We're burning gases, propane, wood. We got to make sure that everything is running safely, checking pressures. After the safety is established, then we're going to start looking at the root of the problem. What's going on? Why is the system not working correctly? What can we do to resolve it? Yeah, safety is paramount for anything because you're talking about heavy parts. This is one of the biggest mechanical components of anybody's house. It's got the electric valves, but you've got the heat and the cooling. So absolutely,
these devices they wear over time and they got to be properly maintained. What is the premier situation if you walk into a situation? I hope I'm walking into this. What would you say that is? The main thing, honestly, is customers that react to you. If we're asking questions, it's questions that are helping us diagnose what is the issue. What are you complaining about? Mechanically, we can fix anything. We can walk up to a furnace, air handler. It's not working because of this. We can get that fixed relatively quick, 99% of the time. But it's your comfort that we're really targeting. Yeah, that A coil, whatever it is, mechanically, you know what you're going to be working with. But when it's how do you interact with the consumer, and how happy are they? What mood are they in? You become a psychiatrist here a little bit. You got to do a little bit of that too as a technician. Make sure that the customer's happy, that you're earning their trust. We come in to an unknown situation daily. We don't know the customer. Most of the time, everything's done via either a submission form on email or a phone call, a Google request. So when we walk in that house, the first thing we got to do is establish trust. We're here to help you. How are we going to do that? Are you going to allow us to help you? Very key there, yeah, trust. I mean, if you don't have trust, then you don't have much going for you. So to overcome that, it's that first impression, but also to somebody, assimilate to what you're talking about and feel as though they can trust you. Because you're not comfortable with the person who's doing the work on your house, then you're not going to have them do much. Be like, thank you very much.
Exactly.
And you've got a great, and that's what we talk about. We'll show the reviews here in just a second, but with somebody who's got that kind of expertise. Well, then, give me a little bit more about now that you've been doing. What's it like being a business owner, and now you've taken that role, and is it a little more responsibility?
Yeah, it's a different responsibility. Over the last 6-7 months, we've hired 2 new technicians to help me focus more on the business aspect of things. During that part, I'm not only training the new guys, we're setting a protocol that every homeowner, every client gets the exact same service. You know, it's repeatable, it's equal to everyone. As part of that process, we've also had to look to other things, whether it's marketing, advertising, website development, Facebook Reels reviews, and responding to all those, of course.
Yeah, Facebook reviews and Facebook Reels. Yeah, just the internet now has just kind of changed the game. And I don't know how old you are, but I'm guessing you've seen this transition. Like it was 20 years ago, maybe literally like Yellow Pages. Put your pad out and let it come in. Nowadays, though, and I've seen the great job you've done. We're going to give a quick little overview of your website and your social media, but you have it together. You feel like that's helped your business to organize these things and be on top of that?
The world's a digital world now. People want instant gratification,
right.
Instant access to everything. If someone has to wait for more time, they're likely to look somewhere else. So instant, now.
Yeah, that's the world we live in, and with that, this is rather impressive, everybody. But I'm going to put it all through our wide shot here, we call that. But take a look here up on the wall here, a 5.0 with 131 reviews. How's that make you feel? You've got to be. I'm impressed. I mean, I see these all the time, but that was a lot of work.
That's our biggest blessing. That's probably one of the things I'm most proud of is over the course of 2 years to have 130 legitimate 5-star reviews that the customers left heartfelt messages for the rest of the people to view and read. For that, we are extremely grateful.
Yeah, it sounds like you're involved with this too. It looks like I'm looking at the responses here and some of the comments being made here, but there's some people that they want to hear from the boss, and you're taking the time, and you've got 130. I guess there's time for that, but in 2 years, that's a pretty astounding accomplishment.
Yeah, we're very proud of that. And statistically, most people are reluctant to leave a 5-star review. So to get 130 of them over 2 years, truly blessed. What's the old saying? If you do good to one person, they're likely to tell one person, but if you do bad, they're going to tell 10.
They're going to tell 10, yeah.
Exactly. So 130 5-star reviews, something we're very proud of.
Yeah, keep up the good work there. With that, we're going to jump into a little bit of the fun that we've had in the community. Recently, Josh Grayson came to St. Louis. He's a #1 selling musician. He's a country singer that does a lot in the community, and he showed up for a private event that they asked the Cardinal Cowboy to MC. So take a look here at some of the fun we had here the other night.
He's a credible surprise for you. We have a lot of stuff to do in the community, but it's getting to work with the great organizations like we have here. So give it up for Little Patriots and Grace, everybody. Woo! And while you're at it, give a shout out to yourselves for showing up tonight to support such an awesome organization. You guys are great. What a nice turnout tonight. And I'm going to turn off that music. So 2026 will be 21 years. The charity has served over 100,000 military children across the country and has a huge impact on our military families. Isn't that pretty cool? I mean, you think about it, we got troopers going out there, men and women going out there to protect our country, but what do they do with the children? And there's no specific funding for that, right? The military people get paid a little bit for what they do, but families need some help. So Carol's made this much for 20. Congratulations, Carol. Good job. Thank you.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwish was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Well, some of the fun we get to partake in the community there. That's why we put the cowboy hat on here. But we got a lot of leaders here. And one sitting in our studio right now, the owner, JLM Heating and Air Conditioning, Jozo Barac.
Jozo Barac.
I got it right. All right. I took the chance to say it twice. He's got a kind of a unique name, too. 2 people look at my name and they're like, yeah, I'm not going to try that. But thank you for joining us here. Give me a little cost analysis. We're talking about the financing side of that in between on the break there a little bit. But do people try to do their own HVAC repairs? Or
We've
get their brother-in-law who's going to do it? What do you see?
We've definitely seen it. We've seen some questionable tactics, to say the least. But we've seen some homeowners do some pretty decent work. So how mechanically inclined are you, I guess, is the right question.
Yeah, I guess when you're getting into soldering and A coils and those, I just know the terminology. I've done soldering. I've seen an A coil, but I mean the leaks. I mean, there's got to be some real analysis here as a business who goes into to check out a situation for somebody. One fix isn't for all. What do you do with a typical consumer when you walk in the house and they're going, "Oh, my air isn't working"? You got to sit down and start figuring things out.
We got to start figuring things out quick. Luckily, all the guys and myself, we've been through several equipment manufacturing classes. We're constantly updating our certifications, staying on top of professional development, and that's all just part of running a business. Making sure that we're up to date on the most modern technology.
Yeah, I mean these days technology is always changing. I can only imagine with HVAC also, new things, new options, new features, and then you notice our mini split. Why would somebody choose one technology over another? How does somebody make a decision depending on what they're looking for?
The decision-making is tough, and that's where education comes in. Establishing certain guidelines and key words during a conversation is important. Different equipment's going to run a little bit different, and it's going to provide different levels of support. That's the main thing. We can do very simple, we can do very extravagant. The question is how much do you value your comfort?
How much do you value your comfort? Your working conditions, where you're going to try to sleep at night. How many of us have woke up with an HVAC that didn't work, or air conditioner, and now it's 82 degrees in the house and you're sweating and you've got to get up. Now you're
or coming home from work, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the house is 92 degrees, you got to rush out of the house, get the kids to soccer practice. What do?
Call somebody who knows what they're doing. That's where Jozo can help you here and make sure and take care of this. But I like the aptitude you bring in. I like that training, the history you've got. Because how often do people go? I mean, where do people get training besides trade
schools?
Trade schools. Is there anywhere else to go besides that?
You can try Union Hall, something like that. By far and large, most technicians start at the trade school. Either that, or they're born into trade family and learn it from mom, dad, grandpa. And that's really what gets their feet in the water to start this journey for a technician.
But they allow for the latest training for the latest technologies out there, I guess, right now. And tell me, how much has the HVAC industry changed with regard to technology over the last 15, 20 years?
Over
years?
Over the last 10 years, it's dramatically changed. We used to be almost strictly mechanical on-off switches, relays. Now we're starting to look into transducers and boards, communications. It's double, tripled in technology over the last 3, 4, 5 years, and I don't see that going away anytime soon.
Yeah, now things have become smart devices that you got to have a remote access to, and I've got my HVAC, I got my mini split, and how do I control it? And they've got a remote, but I want to be able to control it anywhere, so I got a little infrared reader. I mean, these are all technologies that have to be adapted.
Well, it works on our side too. If we have a customer who install one of our systems, I'm going to know that your system's broke the same time you do. Now it's an instant email, and it's got different categories: green, yellow, red, orange. As soon as you see that red one, we're sending a technician over. When are you available?
Wow! So now the technology can update and send an alert immediately to say, "Hey, tell the HVAC." You'll know this is before the consumer will.
At the same point. So whenever we install one of our higher end systems, it has different communication. So we put in the end user's email as long as our email, and we're getting that email at the same time.
That's techie, nerdy stuff. I like that stuff. When I was an email guy, I used to manage the corporate paging systems. And boy, if we ever had a pager go down, because if they had a brewing kettle or something go out, or the heating was off, boop, alerts had to go out immediately. And this was managed all over the country. But small business owners now can offer that, and HVAC companies can offer that to the homeowner.
Absolutely.
And so they can keep up what's going on.
Absolutely. With the more recent technology, I can sit at my office and log into a customer's, check all their pressures, saturations, make sure that system's running. They can call and make a simple request. Hey, I need a little extra airflow this weekend. We have guests coming over. No problem, Mr. Smith. I'm going to dial you up 20%. There you go.
Wow, this is technology at its best, and literally can and remotely do these things to help somebody connect to their system, tap in, see. And what were some of the levels you were talking about there? I mean, you're talking all kinds of variations of.
It's all different variations, and as a business owner, you have to know the product and the end line user to offer them the best solution for their home. Does everyone need this high-end technology? Probably not. But if I'm at home 20 hours a day, working for my house, having an office set up, I'm gonna want that comfort. I want that control. So just an option up there for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I would see. Gosh, this just seems such a no-brainer. But that's where our technology has come, and now you're just a matter of press buttons remotely. Are we to where we can do osmosis and we can think it there? Not quite there.
We're not quite there yet.
Just getting there. Well, tell me, why should somebody choose your company? Obviously, you're kind of a guy on the cutting edge here. You've been running your own company for a while now, and you've worked in the field for 15 plus years. What sets you apart?
I'd say my 130 reviews is going to set us apart. I read every one of those, and just they're 100% true. We really do care about every one of our customers. That's our main focus the whole time we're there. We're not thinking about this, that, and the other. That's going to wait till we finish that call.
Yeah, I'd say these days, if you got to pay attention to your consumers, because the competition is fierce out there. And how has the world changed in the last 3 to 5 years with the way that you implement the way? And I understand, is there technology now that, like, if you need if your tech is on site, you can remote in to see what they're doing.
Absolutely.
And can check to check the installation. Here we go. I see the glasses. Here we go.
So these are the new Meta AI glasses.
Right.
So we have a technician.
Hold those up. There we go. Yeah.
We have a technician on site. They all have it. I could be.
Everybody's got those glasses.
All our technicians got it. Sometimes you just need a second pair of eyes on a job to think something through. And they put their glasses on. They got both their hands free. They got a light set up. And now it could be me and the other foreman sitting at lunch saying, hey, what's John, having trouble with today? And we see everything he sees, and we get to the root of the problem.
Wow, now that's where we're talking cutting edge stuff there. I'm impressed because as a techie nerd, I've got all kinds of camera widgets and devices. But literally, I saw the glasses. I'm like, I can see the little bitty dot right there because there's 2 cameras in that thing, right?
Yeah, so these are my prescription glasses. We get all the guys either safety lens, transitional lenses, or combination of the both. And then when they're out doing something, they can answer the phone hands-free, while they're driving. So it's just a safety issued product for us now.
Yeah, now you talk about being able to, gosh, how many times was I dealing with Microsoft and I'm sitting in front of a server and they're like, type in this command. Okay, what did it say? Here they can literally see what's going on. They hold the device, this plugs in to the right. This is all stuff you can help with on site.
Exactly. And if I'm not on site or I'm running up to the parts house or something, or sending an apprentice to go get something, and he's not sure if I have the right part. Well, instead of taking a picture now, just turn on your glasses, walk down that aisle, I'll tell you.
Right. What section, category, section E17, row 45. Well, this is like you're really able to take on. And so then it's not like just the experience that is being brought by that one technician who may have been doing this for 10 years or for 3 years or for 3 months. You've got the eyes and the backing to be on over his shoulder.
Absolutely. And the other journeymen, the other foremen, they all have it. It's simply picking up your phone, making a phone call at this point. You're going to have 100% aid within 10 seconds.
That's what you call service, everybody. You got somebody literally being able to partake from wherever they're. You could be in Florida or you could be in Alaska. As long as you got internet access.
As long as you got internet access.
This can be done to help the technicians. That's stuff that sets you apart. Well, tell me a little bit about some of the certifications. What are they required in journeyman and the history you've got?
So we carry a service installer license with St. Louis County, St. Louis City, most of the local municipalities, different EPA certifications that we have, and then all of our local municipalities as well. So anywhere we do work, we are locally required to register with that municipality. So if we want to work in St. Anne, Ladue, Clayton, anywhere in South County, it's just another license that we need to carry on our hand.
Very important. Yeah, the code these days, man. If things change, if you're not getting somebody's got a house, now they've got to get that fixed before they can sell the house, or maybe even before it's safe to live in. Tell me the process then. If somebody wants to hire you, they say, Jozo, what do we do to get started?
Simple phone call. It's all on our website, jlmhvac.com. We have a click to call. That's going to go directly to my cell phone or the office email. We have a form request that you can fill out. Some comments if you want to leave a brief description of what you're struggling with. Usually within the hour, someone responds to that, and we get you set up on the schedule.
Yeah, it's a nice system these days. Things automate with that. You get to the website, fill out that form, or dial the number. Can they text that number too?
Absolutely.
It'll come right to you. If you want to stay on the ball and you want to be cutting edge, you got to be involved with the technology. Great looking Facebook page, lots of information out there. The website's impressive too, and you've done a great job there. What's next for you guys? Continue to grow? Or you
continue to grow. The main thing is finding the right technicians. They got to be customer savvy. That's the main thing, is making sure that the customer feels like they are being taken care of. After that, training technically, always ongoing education.
Yes, well, that's the key to this, the success, to continue to upgrade, improving, and doing the best to service your customers, everybody. JLM, heating and air conditioning. Jozo right here can make sure and take care of you. Stay tuned for more, everybody. Giddy up.